go ahead and start off. Just go ahead and tell us who you are.
Okay, you want? Okay. My name is Merlin Curtis. I'm a former staff member of the Church in Scientology in the early 1970s. The head of our org at Brickell Avenue in Miami, Florida. His name was John. I can't remember his last name, but he may be the very same person that I have seen who is now running Columbus org. His profile looks familiar to me. I can't definitely say, without a doubt, it's the same person that I worked with, but using, what I remember about, aging enhancement, it could be, is all I can say. I first came to Scientology. I was recently out of government service, and I was looking for work. Not wanting to be a burn notice kind of guy. I thought I would do something totally mundane. And so I was shopping in the mall, and two people approached me with a clipboard. And they said, "Hey, can we offer you a free test?" And I said, "Sure." I said, "Well, I'm really looking for a job." And they said, "Well, just take this test and maybe we can offer you one." I said, "Okay, sure. I'll bite." And so they asked me these questions, and, what do you do better, start, change, or stop things?
I've been reading a lot about that, the cycle of action. Start, right. Change, stop. Yes.
Right.
That is,
and I remember that was one of the first questions they asked me.
Okay.
Nice.
Kind of brings it all together. That's,
yep. What do you do? What do you best? Start, change, or stop things? And then they proceeded from there with their other questions. Then, after they finished the test, they said, "Okay, we have some people that you need to meet. And if you show up at this address, at this time, we will introduce you to the people that you need to meet. And I'm sure they will offer you a job." And I said, "Okay, sure." So I went there the next day to this white building, big white building, multi-level, on some property, on Brickell Avenue. I can't remember the exact address, in Miami, Florida, early 1970s, and it said Church of Scientology. There I was. They gave me another battery of tests, I believe. One had something to do with circles, or something. There's something to do with circles, I remember, and levels. And that's when after I finished that, they got very excited.
Was that the dynamics?
That could be. It could be. And they got very excited. And that was when they said, "We have to bring John down here. John has to meet this person." And so I met John. He looked like he was maybe at max 4 years older than me. He had long blonde hair, but not real long. And he was somewhat charismatic. And they all kowtowed to him like he was some ascended deity or something. I mean, he used to manipulate them just by hand gestures at times. I mean, his words were never questioned. They were like almost, when he spoke, they all fell quiet, and they were like mindless automatons. But I mean, this guy commanded such a presence in their minds that it was, I could tell from my previous training that they were like thoroughly brainwashed.
May I ask what your previous training was? Is that something you can...
I can speak of some, but I can't speak of others. There is
Sure.
a thing called the National Security Oath.
Right. Right.
Okay?
Can you tell us what branch you were involved with?
Directorate of Science and Technology.
All right. And so because of that experience, you were able to tell that these people were...
Oh, yeah. That and also my initiatory traditionalist Welsh pagan training, which lasted for 5 years.
There are connections.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. But anyway, so yeah, I could see that these somebody had done their job pretty well for a layman. But a lot of these people, the demographics tended to be middle class or slightly lower than that, but maybe young, just starting out, and very at the age of their lives, where a lot of them were very gullible and influenceable.
Mm.
So they were easy prey.
Mm-hmm.
They were, as you say, fair game. And so they passed me through all the OT levels, said that I was a past life clear, and that they were very excited. I couldn't understand, because I looked at them as rank amateurs, and I couldn't understand why they're, buzzing and fussing about me.
Well, had you talked to them about your previous experience, like that
No,
you worked for the government or the army?
Oh, hell no!
Is that why they were?
No.
Okay, I thought that's perhaps why they were so eager to pass you on.
Well, they knew I had been in the Air Force,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't know anything else after that.
They didn't know any of your actual jobs, what you did, and anything like. They didn't know your intelligence knowledge or anything like that.
Oh no, they didn't know anything about that. But they were talking about test results or something. They said, that I scored very high on their scale or whatever. And
Do you think perhaps you did score higher than what an average person might have because of military discipline or training?
well, yeah, I mean,
Or
sure.
do you think-
I mean, I have a rather high IQ. I mean, I'm not saying that to be immodest,
Mhm.
but
So-
it's.
So these people they might have been genuinely eager that, wow, this guy scored better than the Joe Average who usually.
Oh, hell
takes the
yes.
test.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I did.
So they picked up on the fact that you had higher than average intelligence and so on and so forth.
Oh, yeah. I probably, like I said, it's hard to say this, without sounding like I'm a braggart or something or an egotist. I'm really not. I mean, Ray has known me for years. So he knows when I'm bullshitting you and when I'm not. Which I'm not. I wouldn't be here if that was my mission. My job is to free this planet from the evil influence of an evil empire.